Welcome in to Drury University here at the O'Reilly Family Events Center. This is the girls 14 and under national semifinal game between the CHSM Crimson Knights out of the Houston area and the Northside Lions out of Indiana. We're going to re-jump Northside in the gray uniforms with the blue numbering and blue trim. CHSM black uniforms, white lettering and numbering and red trim. CHSM wins the tip. Chloe Cox kicks it for a three-pointer. No good that time, but gets her own rebound. Is Aisha Cox. Chloe's going to line one up. Short on the rebound. Orange unable to corral that one. And the ball will be with Northside, their first possession of the game. CHSM known for a lot of their full court pressure. They're going to start the game applying that.
Yeah, a couple of these girls that played earlier in that 16U semifinal game. So they got a little sweat under their belts.
That ball's taken away by Aisha Cox. And ultimately she's not able to corral it. And so the ball will go back to Northside. On the inbounds. Out top. Spinning to the left. Flipping it up under the defense. Tough, high degree of difficulty for Faith Snevely. And that's going to be the first point of the game. Chloe Cox is going to be whistled for a traveling violation.
Just dribbled into a little bit too much traffic there on that possession.
Northside working against the pressure. Done a good job handling that so far. Stolen away, Aisha Cox. On the drive, flipped it up and good. The all-region player for the Crimson Knights.
That's a quick timeout there by, oh, not a timeout. Must have knocked it out of bounds.
I thought the same. I thought for a second it was a timeout, but instead it was knocked out by the Knights. Going to stay with Northside.
Those active hands by the Lady Knights here in this ball game early on, getting a few deflections.
On the drive, that shot is a little bit too strong. And that's going to be knocked out of bounds. Going to stay with the Knights. That was Amelia Flory on the last shot attempt for Northside. Cox spins to her left, flips it out in the corner. Aisha Cox running floater, tough shot. And she now has all four Crimson Knight points.
Aisha with a quick 4-0 spurt here to start.
Underneath, a little bit too deep off the side backboard. And then quickly coming back the other way, Julia Rollo.
Threw that one in high off the glass.
Shot attempt no good. Defensive rebound is going to be, there's going to be a timeout. That defensive rebound by Orange.
Yeah, timeout, Coach Cox there. He seen she was on the baseline, unable to see where to go with the ball. So caught a quick timeout to see if he can draw something up. It looks like Aisha Cox jammed her finger or something. She's seeing with her mom, Camille, on the sidelines, trying to get fixed up. Maybe a little bit of tape or a Band-Aid there, but.
So want to give you a quick update. If you are watching this game here at Drury, you probably have a interest in the one happening over at Evangel. That is the other side of this bracket. And that is going to be the Eagles versus the Flames. Right now, Flames lead 7-4. So both winning teams will advance to tomorrow's undisputed game here at Drury. Meanwhile, giving you a quick update for how these teams got here. Northside, they had a first-round bye, and then they defeated the Northwest Arkansas Hornets 44-34, and then defeated the PT Warriors 31-9. Meanwhile, for CHSM, they also had a first-round bye before defeating the Tennessee Heat 39-24, and then yesterday defeating the Lighthouse Chargers 36-27. On the inside, Orange, no good. Offensive rebound, Cox, that's going to be blocked. Evelyn Buck, the all-region player for Northside, in the corner, a three-pointer, too strong by Flory. Rebound, Orange, up ahead, Rollo. Cox, jumper, too strong. Good hustle from Northside to secure that rebound. And then we're going to have a foul on Chloe Cox.
It's going to be foul number 1 for Chloe and the Lady Knights. First team foul for them. Actually, first foul of the game by either team.
I was just looking down at my scorebook as well, and it's been a very clean first quarter. First foul for either team.
Under 2.5 minutes to go. And this girls 14U semifinal game. Winner will advance to play the undisputed game tomorrow.
And that time, Faith Snively did a great job of quickly getting rid of the ball. Unfortunately, just a little bit off from her target. So that's a turnover. Inside, Chloe Cox. She puts it up and in with the right hand.
That undisputed game will be tomorrow here at Drury at 1:45 in the afternoon.
And Chloe, the MVP and all-region player for the Big South. That ball's knocked away by Cox. They're looking to post Chloe, and she goes with the right hand again. No good that time.
A little bit too hard off the backboard.
Northside now working the perimeter. That three-pointer on the way, and an air ball no good from Snively. And one thing you'll notice about Chloe Cox is she plays on multiple levels for the CHSM Crimson Knights. As a matter of fact, her post-up the last time down reminded me she was doing that in a girls 18U game yesterday.
Yeah, she's played on 14, 16, and 18s for at least the last 3 or 4 years, and I believe she even played on 12U a couple of those years. So she's playing high-level basketball for a few years now for this program and been a catalyst for them getting to this point so far.
That shot is good, and that's a two-pointer.
Aisha Nose has got blood on her mouth.
And that last shot attempt was good for Kez Carter. And the table, I think, was trying to figure out the substitution.
There's blood on the floor right now. They got to clean up.
Yeah, I'm not sure if she had some kind of bandage as well, but down in the post on the other side, there was some tape or something that had fallen off. So quick stoppage in play as we try to get everything taken care of. Both coaches and ref are looking at the floor, double checking to see any blood spatters. And we resume play. CHSM leading 8-4. Inside to Orange. Back outside, three-pointer on the way, and that is no good. Too strong, but rebound Rollo, that's also no good. Defensive rebound Carter. Northside coming the other way. Good patience. Thought about the three, Carter did. Instead, gets it to her teammate. That's going to be off the legs, but she picks it up. inside-outside game. Little hectic play. That's going to result in a floater, no good. Good defensive rebound from Chloe Cox, and she's going to get fouled.
Foul's going to be on 44, I believe, 45.
Kez Carter picks up her first. That's the first foul of the game for the Lions. That shot, good look from half court at the buzzer, but that's going to do it after the first quarter. CHSM 8, Northside Lions 4. Second quarter action and more coming up after this break. Welcome back to Drury University. Second quarter action underway of this girls 14 and under national semifinal. Northside Lions versus CHSM Crimson Knights. Northside's going to start the quarter with the possession. Not a lot going inside for the Lions. Good job by CHSM on the interior, and that's going to be a jump ball. Good to see Aisha Cox back on the CHSM bench. A little bit more gauze than when she left, but also getting her hand taped up. She's just getting bandaged up over there.
Yeah, she had the fingers taped up earlier in the game. The tapes came off, then the nose got bloodied. Now she's getting retaped, fixed all up. Be a new person when she comes back in.
And that time Rollo on the drive. She's bumped and fouled.
Fouls on number 3, Garcia for Northside.
First free throw for Rollo is short. Second is good for Rollo. And Aisha Cox makes it back into the game.
Good job by the good sportsmanship by the Northside player there, number 11, Evelyn Buck. Looked over at Isha and said, "Are you all right? You good?" Just glad to see that good sportsmanship between teams here in this tournament.
Yeah, these teams are playing at the highest level, but still doing a great job of showing what it's all about. That three-pointer a little bit too strong from Buck. Ball on the floor. A couple of players on the floor, and we're going to have another jump ball that's going to be possessed by the Lions.
Both teams doing a good job of battling for the loose ball, diving on the floors. And you see that a lot once we get closer to the Friday games because, they're fighting for gold balls and banners.
That time Chloe Cox steals it. Aisha on the drive, a little too strong. Up ahead, thrown straight to Chloe Cox. On the drive to her left, that's going to be blocked, and it will stay with CHSM.
Lady Knights with an early 9-4 lead.
Cox no good off the back iron. Great defensive rebound pulled down by Northside. They're going to call orange for the foul. First foul of the game for orange. Good job by Flory to keep control of that possession, not let it get ripped away.
Yeah, she had to be strong with that, and she was.
In the corner, pump fake on the drive. We're going to have a foul before the shot goes up as Kez Carter was driving.
It's going to be on orange again, her second foul as she reached in. She immediately walks to the bench as her substitute comes onto the floor.
Yeah, checking in is Autumn Pomeroy.
Might have heard that name before here this week on our broadcast.
Three-pointer on the way. Kez Carter, no good. Offensive rebound. Second shot attempt is up, and that's off the back iron. Another offensive rebound for Northside. Out front, that three-pointer on the way, and that is good. Big shot for Northside as Eliana Garcia gets the three-pointer to fall. That's the first points of the second quarter for the Northside Lions. Matter of fact, CHSM only has a free throw. So low scoring, good defense. Cox can't get the first one to go. She does on the second attempt. Sticks with it and knocks the second one in.
Good defense there by Aisha.
On the drive, the handle was lost. Picked up by CHSM, and that's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow to the Crimson Knights.
Substitution for both teams coming into the game as Rollo comes in for the Knights. And number 20, Faith Snively, comes back into the game for the Lions. 11-7. Lady Knights still up.
Shot no good. Rebound, Northside. That corner three. Air ball. Almost too much time, maybe.
Yeah, she definitely took the time to set her feet, but maybe took a little too much.
Checking in for the Crimson Knights is Abigail Becerra. Cox drives to the right, passes it in the deep corner. That shot's an air ball. And then on the rebound, couldn't bring it in.
Yeah, she lost it a little bit and hit the baseline.
So Crimson Knights inbounding underneath their own basket. 2:42 left to go in the half. CHSM leads 11-7. Inside, Cox. Good job using the body positioning. Hits the turnaround jumper.
Yeah, she does a really good job of finishing in the paint with contact. You know, playing at the higher level that she has the last few years has probably definitely helped her out in her post game.
Running floater, no good off the right side. Cox the rebound. Aisha Cox the three-pointer off the back iron. Rebound controlled by Tanith Fleming. Good defense from Northside, good patience from CHSM. Cox spins to her left, spins back right, steps through the defense, a little too strong off the backboard, and that ball is thrown out of bounds. and 30-second timeout from Northside. They trail by 6, under 2 to play in the first half. So, Jeremy, if you are the coach for the Northside Lions, if you took the spot of Coach Beckett, Northside's done a pretty good job defensively, struggled a little bit more on offense. What would you look to have your girls adjust heading towards halftime?
Yeah, they got to do a better job of moving the ball around and maybe trying to attack the inside of the Lady Knights instead of settling for those outside jumpers. See if you can attack the paint, maybe getting a little bit of foul trouble on the Lady Knights, as Orange already had to go out of the game with 2 fouls. And if you can attack the paint, you hear the Sanders brothers talk about it a lot. They played at the next level. As a guard, you want to see a lot of paint touches, whether you get to the paint and then you make decisions from there, whether you drive and kick, drive and shoot. But if you got to get paint touches to make the defense adjust the way they play defense. And, if you're the Lions here, you want to see if you can get something going inside the paint, not just settling for outside shots.
That ball nearly stolen by Aisha Cox. It's going to stay with Northside.
Aisha Cox is a very aggressive defender, has really quick hands.
Baseline jumper, no good. Cox the rebound. Nearly stolen away. Up ahead to Chloe Cox.
Referee's letting them play a little bit here.
On the inside, Rollo spins to her right. Air ball. Rebound by Cox, flips it all the way up to Aisha Cox at the top of the key. Down low, Chloe, post up. Spins to her left, no good. Second attempt is good, and Jeremy, like you mentioned, certainly plenty of contact in the last couple of possessions, but refs doing a good job of letting them play through it. Not too many whistles. And it hasn't been out of control, dirty kind of contact. It's just been good defensive positioning.
Yeah, it's just good physical basketball.
That three-pointer is a big one on the far side for Evelyn Buck. That's actually her first points of the game.
Second 3 of the quarter for the Northside Lions.
And the answer from the far corner, no.
15-10, 25 seconds to go.
Up ahead, that's a tough pass. That's corralled.
Oh, great
and get
job.
back to Snively underneath to
Buck again.
Buck again. And just like that, it's a three-point ball game. 10 seconds to go in the first half. Shot attempt up. That's an air ball. Can Northside get one last shot before the end of the half? Good defense from CHSM to prevent that last second shot. And we're going to head into the second half of play with the Northside Lions a little bit of momentum. 15-12 CHSM. Second half and more coming up after this. Welcome back to Drury University, second half action of the girls 14 and under national semifinal. My name is Paul Gilmore alongside Jeremy Caldwell. Three-pointer no good from Buck to start the second half. Both teams fighting for the rebound. That's going to be a jump ball. So in that first half, it's a 15-12 lead for CHSM. Chloe Cox leading the Crimson Knights with 8. Meanwhile, Evelyn Buck had 5 in that second quarter to lead Northside. Good interception by Garcia, coming back the other way, Northside. Buck in the corner, three-pointer on the way, no good. Good rebound, Orange. Julia Rollo has it stolen away. Up ahead, Garcia working against Aisha Cox. And that's going to be a foul on Cox. That's her first. And I did want to clarify, apologize to anyone from CHSM. It is, I did get confirmed during halftime, it's Aisha Cox. First free throw, this is no good, off the back iron for Garcia. Second on the way, and that is good off the back iron. So 1 of 2 for Eliana Garcia.
The Lions' first one on the board here, second half.
Orange barrels towards the basket, can't connect on that layup. Great job by Snively up ahead. Layup attempt is going to be blocked. Excellent defense from CHSM. Meanwhile, Orange breakout the other way, finds Aisha Cox. She floats it up, no good off the back iron. Orange is going to be blocked. A little bit of a helter-skelter kind of start in the second half. Both teams playing excellent defense.
Yeah, really good defense.
Rollo for 3. Short. Good rebound, box out. And we're going to have an over-the-back foul. I believe that's Aisha. That is Cox's second foul in the first minute and a half of the third quarter. Inbounded to Garcia. 2-on-1 the other way. On the drive, Snively flipped it up, no good. Rebound, that's also no good. Aisha Cox coming the other way, driving against 4 defenders. She puts it up, no good, but she's going to go to the line.
Foul on number 3, Eliana Garcia.
Garcia's second. First free throw, no good from Cox. Second, no good. Offensive rebound, Rollo, and that's going to be no good, but she's going to be bumped and go to the free throw line.
.45, I believe that foul was on.
That's Kez Carter, her second. Rollo misses the third in a row for CHSM.
Yeah, trying to take control back on this game, and they just can't seem to make the free throws.
And she connects on the second. First point of the quarter for CHSM. Both teams just 1 free throw so far. And Aisha Cox nearly steals it after tipping it away. Kez Carter gets it in the far sideline. Three-pointer on the way. Too strong from Garcia. And then we're going to have Chloe Cox is going to get fouled. And that's going to be on Amelia Flory. And Flory looks like she took the brunt of that particular collision.
Yeah, she kind of stepped in front of Chloe there on her break, trying to run out, but she had Aisha running free if she could have been able to turn around and turn the corner, she had her for a layup.
Cox working the handle. Gets it up to Orange, who bobbled the ball and shuffled her feet. And that's going to be a turnover going the other way. Substitution as Pomeroy checks back in.
Got to keep your emotions in check here in these ball games, these semifinal games.
That ball poked away by Cox, and she lays it in. Dangerous pass on that inbounds right on the sideline.
Yeah, Aisha did that a few times early on to start the game in the first quarter.
Buck is going to drive all the way. She's fouled by Pomeroy. And that time Buck took a little bit of a hard fall, but she gets up. Coaches are checking on her. She seems okay. One of the benefits of our feature court here at Drury is we got a trainer that popped up right away to come and check as well. So it'll be Buck at the line shooting 2. I think refs are just giving her a moment. We're going to have a substitution from Northside as well. They're actually going to substitute Buck out, and we're going to have a substitute shooter, which is going to be Lydia Adcock. And that shot is good. So, Jeremy, in a situation like that where the shooter is unable to shoot the free throws, I've heard that the other team gets to choose the shooter, but...
And that player should not be able to return in the game. And the opponents pick from a bench player that's not on the floor to shoot the free throws, is what I thought the rule was. But apparently not the case here, as the referees just let them substitute at their wish and send her straight to the free throw line, and she knocked down 1 of 2.
So now Cox is going to bring the ball the other way. Approaching the halfway point of the third quarter. Cox deep 3, no, off the back iron. Ball controlled by Fleming. Rollo short, and that was tipped, so it'll stay with CHSM. Orange will check back in for Pomeroy, and it looks like Buck will come back in as well. On the inbounds pass, they get it to Orange, who just checked in. Her first basket of the game. And then ball knocked out by CHSM. Northside will retain the possession.
.244 to go in this third quarter. Lady Knights up 4.
Referee on the far side of the score table. They're conferring about something. I'm not sure exactly what if they're looking at the clock or if they're looking at timeouts, or I'm not sure exactly what's going on. Possession arrow.
I think they're checking team fouls to see if they restarted them after.
Okay, referee just confirmed for us that there's some kind of clock malfunction. I don't know if something got unplugged at the far score table, but they send both teams back to the respective benches. 2:44 left to play in the third quarter. CHSM leads 18-14. Meanwhile, over at at Evangel, the MHA Eagles lead the Little Rock Flames 18-15. Their game's in the fourth quarter, 4:48 left to play. Winner of those teams will play each other tomorrow for the Undisputed.
Yeah, I believe that game over at Evangel is a rematch of the Big South Regional Championship between Memphis and Little Rock. And if I'm not mistaken, Memphis won that game in a closely contested ball game. It was a good game all the way through. I think Memphis ended up pulling out late in the fourth quarter of that game.
And now it looks like it could be that kind of game again. So we'll see if that's going to be the case the rest of the day. The referee came and just confirmed that the handheld clock that they use to start and stop the clock is malfunctioning. So now they have to manually start and stop the clock. And typically most gyms have that manual start and stop anyways. So nice feature of Drury to have the handheld, but we have to go a little bit old school.
Yeah, we'll see if he if we can get the facility sometime today to come check into that and get that corrected possibly.
So in that confusion, I didn't see who they called the foul on, but a foul was called on the Crimson Knights.
Yeah, because I was watching the breakaway. It happened back here in the backcourt. I think they might have called it on Aisha on that steal.
Three-pointer misses everything. Chloe Cox coming back the other way.
I know one thing I've noticed this week, Paul, is the AC is not broken in this gym.
That's always good. This time of year, beautiful weather outside. Worst case scenario, we could just open the doors, but
it has been really
nice and chilly in this gym.
Been really nice weather this week at Springfield.
You never know, any given year you could come and it's snowing or it's raining every day. It could be 90 degrees, could be 30 degrees.
Yeah,
this year it's been a balmy 70s and sunny.
Yeah, it's been really nice.
Nice pump fake. No good on the jumper. Rebound to Rollo.
Let's see if the Knights can get something going. They have struggled early on.
Rollo resets for the three. No good. Offensive rebound. Orange flips it in off the backboard.
There's a hard shot there off the glass, able to bank it in.
A little bit of separation now. 8-point advantage for the Crimson Knights. On the drive. That shot is going to be blocked, but not before a foul is called on Chazzy Orange. That's her third. Going to send Kez Carter to the free throw line, shooting two. Referee does a good job of explaining why that particular call was made. A lot of the times it's to help these young players understand how it's going to be called at the next level. And by next level, I mean varsity level. But a lot of these referees are also college officials.
Right.
So they'll let them know, hey, when you get to college, it'll be called like this as well.
Yeah, and they've done a really good job of helping each other out, too, on these calls. When one ref calls something, they're always together, always in agreement. So that helps the game go a lot smoother as well.
Chloe Cox, step back jumper, no good. Offensive rebound, Rollo, no good. Third attempt, Aisha Cox is also no good, but the Knights will retain the possession.
Yeah, it's two offensive rebounds there on that possession for the Lady Knights. Unable to get the putbacks to go, but still keep possession under their own basket. Wonder if they're going to draw up a off the ball corner three.
Out top. Lion defender had her back turned. The ball is able to get into Rollo. They post Chloe Cox. That's going to be blocked. Good defense from Northside. Garcia blocked that shot attempt from Chloe Cox. They had a run out, and instead, Northside's going to take a full timeout. 28.9 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Lions trailing by 7. Coach Beckett is going to take a moment for have his girls grab a seat, and I'm sure he's going to try to draw up something that's going to try to get them a good look before the end of the quarter.
Yeah, they want to try to get a good shot, see if they can get a bucket here to end this third quarter. They're down 7. They had made a little run to start the quarter and cut into the lead, but The pressure of the Lady Knights have extended it back out to 7. Here, if you're the Lady Knights, you want to try to see if you can get a defensive stop here. Don't let them get a score or momentum going into the 4th. And I think the possession coming out of unless we have a jump ball here on this possession starting the 4th quarter should go to Northside. So if you can get a score here at Northside and get possession to start the 4th, it's possible back-to-back scoring plays. You can cut into this lead, maybe cut it in half.
Meanwhile, if you're also tuning in, if your team has an interest in the game coming up tomorrow on the other gym at Evangel, other YouTube channel, the MHA Eagles clinging to a 22-20 lead over the Little Rock Flames. Only 2 minutes and 23 seconds left in that game. I'm not saying you should tune away from our broadcast because we need you here.
Yeah, we'll keep you updated.
But just get your second screen up.
Right.
Have them both going at the same time.
Let's go duplex.
Old Rob Flat style. So coming out of that timeout, Northside is going to have 28.9 seconds left. Looks like the timer ran out on the scoreboard above us. So the referee's over there making sure that we can reset that clock to the right time.
Yeah, I looked up and I noticed the clock was running. I thought maybe they were either testing it or it was a timeout clock, but looks like they got it back set, 28.9. Let's see who wins the timeout battle there. Did the Lady Knights draw up something to get a stop? And the Lady Lion just turned it over.
It looks like they had that design play for a backside cut, but normally when you're making that pass, you got to make sure your backdoor cut is open. You can't just blindly throw it.
Right.
But you also got to follow what your coach says. So if your coach says, hey, make that backdoor cut pass, and you want to stay on the floor, then you're going to make that backdoor cut pass.
And then the Lady Knights come back down and they turn it over. 7 seconds.
3-on-1. That shot's going to be no good, but not before a foul is called on Aisha Cox.
I believe that's going to be her 4th foul.
And Coach Tyler Cox is going to make a substitution. Autumn Pomeroy is going to come back in. Evelyn Buck's going to be at the line, shooting 2 with 5.5 seconds to go in the 3rd. And she connects on the 1st.
Lady Lions have not scored a field goal in this quarter. They've made 4 free throws out of 8, or out of 7 so far. This is the 8th. So 5 out of 8.
Good shots for Buck. She's up to 7. 5-point lead for the Crimson Knights. Chloe Cox nearly got one to end the half. That time she's going to be short to end the quarter. And that's going to do it as we head into the 4th and final period of play. CHSM leads 22-17. Final 6 minutes to determine who goes on to our Undisputed tomorrow after this intermission.
When it hurts, real time it. When it hurts, real time it.
Six minutes left to determine who goes on to our Undisputed National Championship game. Start of the fourth quarter, Northside has the possession. They trail by 5, 17-22.
New player in the game here in the fourth quarter to start for Lady Knights is Morgan Pomeroy.
On the drive, that shot attempt no good.
Right away gets a defensive rebound, making an impact.
Chloe Cox knifes through the defense but leaves it just a little bit short. Chazzy Orange can't get it. Cox gets a third rebound, and then we're going to have a foul underneath the basket. I believe they're going to get Flory for that foul.
I believe they called that on the floor, yeah.
Ball tipped on the inbounds. Nearly stolen, but Chloe Cox keeps possession. Orange leaves it short. Gets her own rebound out to Cox. Good patience from Chloe, looks inside. Orange had repositioned. Tough angle, throws it off the backboard.
Yeah, she's made a couple of tough shots. And she's if she gets her two hands on the ball, you can pretty much bank it. She's going to come away with it.
Meanwhile, trapped underneath and losing the ball out of bounds. I think they're going to say it stays with the Lions.
You see the West Michigan, the Northside varsity girls on the bench there. I haven't noticed them all game. They've probably been there the whole game. I just haven't noticed them, but they're down here supporting their younger girls.
You do have to love that support you see up and down the rosters here at Nationals.
Must be Jersey Day for Northside Lions fan base today, as they're all dressed in college jerseys or the jersey of their choice.
Chloe Cox working some time off the clock. Drives to her right. In the corner, Rollo three, no. Good rebound on the backside by Buck. She's got a 3-on-2. Good pump fake. Northside resets.
Good job by the Lady Knights to get back on defense, not give up an easy layup.
On the turnaround, we're going to have a foul called.
It's going to be an offensive foul. Oh, they called it traveling.
Looks like on that spin around, Kez Carter took a hit. She's okay. Cox working the dribble, spins to her right, and she's going to be fouled on the drive. I didn't see who they called that foul on.
Not sure. They're going to be a substitution here as Carter's going to come out of the game.
Checking in for Northside is Lydia Adcock.
That's another veteran timeout move there by number 44 for Amelia Flory. Had to retire her shoe, give her teammates a little bit of extra time to cool off there.
Chaslyn Orange on the ground. And I think CHSM called the timeout on that play. So it's a full timeout. We'll take an intermission with them. 4:01 left to go in the fourth quarter. CHSM 24, Northside Lions 17. CHSM inbounding underneath their basket. They get the ball to Chloe Cox. She's done a great job handling the rock for the Crimson Knights. Looking for the screen from Orange before backing away. Good defense from Eliana Garcia. In the corner, Pomeroy. That ball is going to be tipped away. Last touch by CHSM, and it's going to be Northside Lions ball. Up ahead. On the drive. Layup is good for Amelia Flory. That's her first points of the game, and it's a big basket. Cuts it back to 5, 3:30 to go.
Yeah, we've talked about this all week, Paul. When teams start just stalling, they end up turning the ball over.
That time, Orange. There was a 3-on-1 the other way. Northside not able to convert, and a traveling violation is called.
And they're going to get Aisha back into the game here. Need another ball handler to help with this pressure from the Lions.
This time, Orange up ahead to Rollo. Baseline jumper, that's good. So, Jeremy, you mentioned that just a moment ago. CHSM not stalling by any means. Rollo, the quick trigger on that baseline jumper extends the lead back to 7. Baseline, nice pass to Flory. She flips it up, no good. Ball is batted around. Last touch by the Lions. Meanwhile, on the other court, the Little Rock Flames advance past the MHGA Eagles. So winner of this game will face Little Rock tomorrow in the Undisputed.
Little Rock will sit and wait. Probably tune in here and see if they can find out who the winner of this game is going to be.
And the guard play is in favor of CHSM. They've shown all day long that they're capable of taking care of the ball, but that time they turn it over. And we've got a timeout from Northside. 2:21 left to go. CHSM leading 26-19.
3 minutes is a long time to just stall and try to dribble the ball out. You got to keep doing what you was doing to get you here. And you got enough ball handlers, just spread it out, go 5 wide, and let one of your guards, one of the Cox girls, either take it off the dribble, drive, and kick. But you can't just keep trying to dribble, throwing it to the coffin corner there and turning the ball over.
And for Northside, they've done a good job of forcing the ball out of the hands of their guards. It seems like a lot of their turnovers have come when the ball gets into the post or a post player for CHSM.
Yeah, Cox, Aisha, and Chloe have got to do a good job of, let your guards screen for each other and keep your bigs to playing down low and let your guards just screen each other and go up top. But you gotta get movement to the goal. 2.5 minutes is a long time to just dribble the clock out.
It is 2:21 left to go. That seems like an eternity sometimes. 7-point deficit has been a pretty large number in this game, but when you think about it, only a couple of baskets changed the whole tenor of the game. And that was last touch by Northside. The ball bounced off of Aisha Cox, and unfortunately, Flory just by instinct grabbed it.
Right, and she'll still standing out of the bounds.
So now CHSM gets it into Chloe Cox. Rollo, baseline runner, no good.
They shot it a little hard off the goal.
That ball nearly stolen by Fleming. Buck coming the other way. Flory, baseline runner, good.
Flory's been the difference here.
That time, Chloe Cox gets it to Chaslyn Orange. Rollo, that's a 2-pointer. But Rollo with a quick trigger.
Rollo says she ain't dribbling clock out. She making buckets. That's 2 quick shots that she's gotten after they passed it to her in the corner.
3-pointer on the way, nearly banked in, but no good. Offensive rebound, Buck back up top. on the drive. Kes Carter out top Flory. Buck's going to fire up the three. No good off the back iron. Offensive rebound, no good. And the second attempt is going to have a foul on Aisha Cox.
Aisha just fouled out of the game.
She did, and substitution for Aisha incoming. 1 minute, 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So it's going to be Eliana Garcia at the free throw line. First free throw, no good.
Yeah, that's one of the Lady Knights ball handlers there as Aisha fouls out. 1:09 to go. They're up 7. The Lions with a chance to cut it to 6 with this free throw. Able to get the roll. Be a 30-second timeout there by the Lions coach.
1 minute and 9 left to play in this one. Want to give you a reminder that if you are sticking around for the next one, or if you're tuning in for the next one, we have our boys 14 semifinal game between the Red River Rattlers and the Wichita Warriors. That game will tip off just a few minutes after this one concludes. I want to thank you for joining us all week long on our YouTube channels.
It's been fun, Paul. It's been fun. Seems like we just started the first game this morning, and here we are Thursday already.
And here we are.
The key for the Lions here with 1:09 left, down 6. You know that one of the Lady Knights ball handlers that just fouled out, Aisha Cox. So Chloe Cox is going to be the main ball handler here. If you're the Lions, you want to try to do whatever you can do to try to get the ball out of her hands and force somebody else to bring the ball up the floor and see if you can create a turnover. The Lady Knights have not been real strong with the ball outside of Chloe Cox and Aisha ball handling ability. So it's a key possession here for the Lady Knights. If they can just get the ball across, I don't know if they have the manpower to just dribble out the 1:09 left in this clock.
And still several team fouls for Northside. They only have 2 in the quarter. So if they're going to stop clock, they're going to need to start fouling kind of early here. And that time we do get a foul called on Amelia Flory.
Not before she dribbled off 8 seconds off the clock here. But I noticed out of that timeout, they're sending a double to Chloe. They're not going to let her just dribble around and coach changed his mind, had a substitution go to the bench, but no substitution coming in.
Still another foul to give for Northside. Over the top to Cox. She drives, flips it up with the left hand, no good. So Northside able to get a stop.
Under
up
a
ahead.
minute.
They have a wide open player that's going to lay it in. Oh no, too strong off the backside was Kes Carter. And then that's going to be Pomeroy that was fouled.
Yep, that foul is on number 3, Eliana Garcia. I believe they got her for the reach around there.
So the next foul is going to send the CHSM Crimson Knights to the free throw line. Pomeroy inbounding. Gets it to Chloe Cox. Back to Pomeroy.
Ooh, dangerous pass there.
So now Chisholm going with 2 bigs as Pomeroy and Orange are both in the game. But we're going to have a timeout, 30-second timeout from Coach Cox. His team leading by 6, 40.1 left to go.
40 seconds left. If you are the Lions, you just do the same thing that you did. Keep sending a double team to Chloe Cox and just make somebody else dribble the ball up the floor and handle that pressure. If they get it across half court, you're going to have to start fouling. You're down 6. The possession arrow is in the the Lady Knights' favor right now. So if you get a tie up, that's still not going to be a takeaway. And you have 14 fouls, so the next one is going to put you in the bonus, and that's going to put Lady Knights at the free throw line. But unfortunately for the Lions, they were unable to convert when they had their player wide open on that fast break.
And Rollo is going to be fouled. That is a foul by Kez Carter. And that time, good decision-making from Rollo. We had seen her fire up the ball almost every time she touched it in this game. That time she wisely held on to it, and she's going to go to the free throw line.
Yeah, I thought she was going to pull that one too, but wisely she just turned her back and made sure she got the foul. Now she just needs to make the free throws.
And first free throw is good from Rollo. Checking in for the Crimson Knights is London Istri.
Rollo's had 5 points here in this fourth quarter. Make it 6.
Up ahead quickly. Eliana Garcia in the corner. Kez Carter underneath. And that's going to be a foul called on Orange. That's, I believe, her 4th.
I believe it is, according to our books. We are not the official. Coach Cox checking with the scores table. Confirmed she has 4 and just motioned to her, you have 4, no more fouls.
And off the back iron, bounce to the front and off. No good for Garcia. Offensive, defensive substitutions for CHSM. Pomeroy checks back in. 4 different substitutions for the Lions, but one of them's for the shooter.
Yeah, he emptied his bench on that one.
Checking in for Northside is Ellie Schwander, as is Emma Kate Britton. Cheryl Beckett checks in. Second free throw on the way from Garcia. No good. Offensive rebound, put back no good from Kez Carter. And it looks like a little bit of feistiness happening here at the end of the game. You hate to see that. And so we're going to have a little bit of team separation here. They're going to send both teams to the bench. They're checking on Kez Carter right now. .6 seconds left to go. CHSM leads by 8. And Carter is thankfully back up. She's heading back to the bench here in just a moment. And Jeremy, as you mentioned, they are going to be emptying the bench is Northside. So a lot of players getting some time on the floor with just a few seconds left. And it's going to be Orange, who was fouled, is going to be at the free throw line. She'll be shooting 2. And Coach Cox emptying his bench as well. Wyeth Fleming checking in, as is Abigail Becerra. And Morgan Pomeroy, no good on the first shot from Orange. Second free throw is no good from Orange. Rebound saved by Cox, but it's going to be Buck going the other way. That three-pointer short, no good. Rebound on the floor, back out. Ends up in the hands of Emma Kate Britton. Final shot of the game is no good, and that's going to do it. Your CHSM Crimson Knights are going to advance to the Undisputed Championship tomorrow. They win by a score of 30-22. Coming up next, Boys 14. We want to thank you for joining us on this broadcast on behalf of Jeremy Caldwell, my name is Paul Gilmore, and we'll see you on the next one.